What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity. That's right, playing on the HermitCraft server, and how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. It's not my first day on for the week, but it's my first time uploading the LP series for the week, so pretty cool. Got to show you a bunch of different stuff that went on yesterday. I finally uploaded. I finally did the tutorial for the Steve's Factory Manager and Inscriber thing that we have over at our base. So pretty neat. Yeah, this thing right here showed how to do that. I'll put a link in the description below in case you missed it or you want to come back to it. But pretty neat. Yeah, Steve's Factory Manager. So crazy. I really don't want to do much of that in our series within the LP because it's not really that LP-ish. I don't know, it's kind of boring, but it's super cool. It's very powerful mod. So I definitely recommend having you check that out. We still got to move over our super puddle. I got a new design for that we're probably going to work on today. Getting over in our nice little room. We'll come back to that. Last actual episode, we went ahead and we got a bunch of this Thaumic Tinkerer. The like in-game armor. Yeah, we got all that stuff, which is pretty neat. We're not going to do magic today, but I just wanted to show you I did unlock all the tools. You guys really wanted me to do the Icorium tools, so we'll get to that fairly soon, but these guys are expensive. Yes, the Icorium takes, as you remember, a bunch of nether stars, which we're a little limited on, not to mention upgrading them. Oh my goodness, what a headache. But it should be cool. People are saying you can use this to dig through bedrock and go to like other cool dimensions through the bedrock. So it sounds really neat. I've had my nodes running pretty much all weekend. I had all these 4 corner ones all going. And believe it or not, I was expecting to come back on Monday and have them all completely drained out. None of them did. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if like this should be even in spawn chunks, I think. But I have it chunk loaded, so I don't know. But either way, our super node is getting pretty big. Look at that. And I didn't even know you could go over 99 in aspects. Look at that. We have 109 of the water now. That's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our ward so we don't get any crazy Thaumarias during the episode. Let me see. Is there anything else? Should we turn these off before we go on our journey? Nah, I think that's fine. We'll let him go. I really don't want that air to suck out. We're still doing okay on room here in our storage for the, oh my God, we got to really start voiding some of these or something. That's craziness. We got a bit more storage left. These are all 64K ones now. So those will last a little bit longer. I just today had to craft up a whole new slew of 64 item storages here because we're getting all filled up on items. And I have a feeling that's because of our nether quarry. How are we doing? Bedrock 10. Doing good on the stacks there. Pretty cool. Doing all right. Just monitoring. It's always a good idea to monitor. And you guys yell at me if I don't share it with you, if I don't show you what's going on. Let's hop over real quick to the canyon base. Let's see how our potions are doing. I finally set up. I was sick of the nether quarry chugging along, and so I finally set it up, pulling out of our power here. Some people complained, if you're making all this power from the potions, why don't you use it? So I decided go ahead, do that. And the nether quarry, which is set at 1,000 by 1,000, by the way, still going, and it's going at top speed. So that's cool. Now I'm curious how we're doing on potions. Is this keeping up or is it going down? Look at that. Our thing only kicks on when it gets down to, when it gets to 75% storage or lower. That's when it kicks on. So that's crazy. That's net. That's while the core is going, it's doing that. We're making insane amounts of power. And let's see how the potions. This ran all weekend. Is it going to be empty or are we going to have more? Holy crud! It's actually, when I came back on Monday, it was at a little over 500,000. This is going up still. Even having a quarry going at max power. It's bananas. This whole potion thing is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Last episode, you know what? Last episode, we didn't do all that armor stuff. We actually did the sugarcane stuff. That's right. You know, I almost forgot. By the way, I hope everyone had a happy bunny Easter day. I completely forgot about it. I do celebrate it, but time just, I don't know. As you get older, it just, you forget about things. How could I forget about a holiday? I didn't forget about it, but I forgot about it when I was recording the week prior to mention it. Let's see, sugarcane. Holy crud! So we are not coming anywhere close to running out of sugar now, which was our problem. We have 57,000, and I'm not even processing that yet. That's just nutballs. Well, I want to go ahead. I want to make, last time we're trying to make the potion generators. Let's make more of them. Let's see if we can make, let's make 120. 120. Yes. We've got everything. This, I could see us getting low on leather, because that's about the only thing right now in this that we don't have renewable. Everything else we have automated to be able to go into our system. Cool. So while that's all a crafting, and it's going to take a little while, our potions, everything here seems to be doing fine. Our spawners seem to be doing fine. Sweet. Let's hop over to the tech base. All right. So, tech base. We've been working. This is where I did my little tutorial yesterday and did the Steve's Factory Manager. Went through step by step how to do everything. Now, what I want to know from you guys is, do you like this positioning here better? I'm talking about the height mostly. Do you like this positioning better? Or this was the one that I set up just so that I could remember before I did the tutorial? Or do you like this style? This style kind of, it's kind of wasteful on space because we got this whole wall and this kind of makes it not good just where I have the position. So that being up a little bit more makes it a little more symmetrical, and it lets us have room for our super puddle right next to it. But I got to knock out one of these. Now, depending on which one you choose, if you choose this side, I'm going to rework it so that in this one, we don't have, this one used the diamond chest for the storage, the master storage. Whereas on this one, I'm using, and you know what, I realize you can't even see it once I cover it up with the facades, but I'm using an ME chest and using a sub network to do it. So if we end up choosing this one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it like that one instead of the diamond chest. And I really think it's pretty easy to figure out. The only other setting that you have to do is like wherever it says diamond chest, you'd put, wherever it says diamond chest, you just choose ME interface instead. And that's about the only difference. So pretty neat. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, today, let's get this super puddle put in. I'm going to put it over here, assuming that you guys are going to choose this one, and I'll decorate it up to look nicer. But I feel like that's going to end up, I may have to rip them both out and redo it. Oh, why don't I think about these things ahead of time? Anyway, what we're going to need for the super puddle, we're going to do it, it's going to be almost identical, but let me go ahead, grab out all the materials, and we'll get going. All right, guys, think I should have everything that I need. I'm going to try for 5 growth accelerators, see if this will work. There's a neat little trick that should allow it to. And by the way, what do you think of this? I used the carpenter's wedges. I thought it was kind of neat. I thought it kind of looked like a pure Certus quartz. So I thought it should fit in nicely, nicely. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get these. No, that's not the way I want you to set. I always hate setting these things. They set down kind of like, I think like logs. Come on, set. All right, thank you. So we're going to have growth accelerators that go around like this, and you have to have the kind of gated, or what would you call that? Iron bars, like the bar look, all facing. Now in the previous one, we did an item node, collection node directly under. Well, based on how those work now with the world interaction upgrades, and you guys have been telling me this, especially from the mob trap, I think we should be able to fit in a 5th one. Sort of like, you know what? That's not like at all what I wanted. Where's the wrench? Where's the wrench? You know, I've never really used this network tool much as like my main wrench, and I've really become very fond of it. It works out very nicely. So very cool. So now, because I was talking about this transfer node guy, should be able to set that in right underneath. And with the world interactions, I'm not sure what the distance is. I don't know if that means like 1 block, 2 block, 3 block. That can't be 64 blocks away. But it should be able to pick up anything that goes in. Let's try it with dirt. Is it picking it up in just one by one? Yeah, it is picking it up. Look at that. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Let's go ahead. Let's do a stack at a time upgrade on them. It should pick them all up. Awesome. Let's try that again. Just make sure that it picks up the whole stack at once. Bam. Perfect. Exactly what we want. And I couldn't imagine it needing to be faster than that. Anyway, that's all kind of nicely hidden away. We're going to want to put some water in. We'll wait to put the water in. I'm going to try out the mana glass. And let's do maybe quartz on the side. Why it's so dark? But I guess that's just shadows. We could also use a different block there. But in any case, I think this is cool. This will give a nice little area there. Let's see how this mana glass looks with it. All right, that's cool. And you know what? The shadowing goes away a little bit because of that. All right, cool. Let's throw our bucket of water in. This is where Super Puddle's going to be. Just make sure that looks nice. All right, cool. A little happy that the growth accelerator shows off that much. I wonder if I may end up dropping that down one more just so that doesn't show. But that should be okay. We're going to have it drop from way up high anyway, so it's not like it's going to be a big deal. So let's go ahead and get that part set up. And you know what? This thing's going to annoy me. It's going to pick up everything that I throw down there. So let's go ahead and get a filter set up for all the different items. These are going to be all the things it picks up. The 3 different pure things. And the one everyone always forgets. The Flux crystal. Oop. So let's get those in the filters. All right, now it will only pick up those items. Watch, there be something else I forgot. But now that we do that, let me through. Now that we do that, this bad boy will only pick up those items. So we won't have to worry about it stealing from us. So now if we throw the dirt on top, it will not be picked up. Let's just test this. Whammy. No dirt picked up. Perfect. All right, so the next part that we are going to do, let's build this up. All right, fully enclosed. Now right here, we need to, I'm going to try and do this all with AE except for that picking up part. Let's see if we can get this formation plane in here. All right, cool. And going all around it. Very nice, very nice. All right, so for this bad boy to work, we are going to have to do an ME interface going like that. We are going to want to wire that in. We're also going to want to put on the settings for it to specifically spit out. You know what? Do we even need to do that? I don't remember. I did do this in Mod Sauce, but I can't remember if I had to do settings on it. Let's try it without and see what happens. Because that's considered a storage bus, so it should spit everything out. We're going to have to send over some power. All right, so now that's sent power over, but no data is being sent over. So we're safe there. We got the wire over here that goes all the way up and is also sending power to this. So this should now work and not be linked with our main system. So let's try this out. Any items that get spit into there, it's going to poop right out. Now, unfortunately, we used dirt, which is an item that it can set. But if we used items that aren't placeable, such as the seeds, that should, as soon as anything's recognized in this inventory, just puke it out. Spew it out right into our water. So, how do we get the other system to go into this? This is where we got to do all the settings. So, I should have another ME interface. And as you know, when you put these guys, like that, that's not, it's interacting with this block, but it's not sending data or power or anything like that through it. It's just interacting with it. It's as if it's a chest. So because we did that, that's not going to spoil our little network thing. We should be able to then... Oh, no, 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 no. I could just use an anchor there, but I'm going to go like this, because I do not want to go in my inventory again. Okay. So up to there. To there. Wired across. Perfect. So this one, this interface, the flat one, is part of our main system, but this one is part of the subsystem. All right, cool. So now let's get back out and let's grab, did I grab all the other seeds? No. So the stuff that is going to go, that I need to set patterns for to go into there. Oh man, this always takes way longer than I remember it or expect it to take. So we're going to do the pattern terminals now. I already have set up to autocraft the seeds, which is just the dust with a piece of, what is it, sand? So if we say 64 seeds in at the pure, we'll give out 64 crystals. Some people say it's better to do it this way, just so it does a stack at a time. I didn't used to do it this way, and I never had problems, but I suppose this might be a little bit better. So let's do that for all of them. Bam. Pattern. And last one, 64 with 64. Bam. All right, cool. Now we got to do this guy, which is going to be a 64 charged Certus Quartz. And speaking of which, we're probably going to have to set up a new thing to charge Certus Quartz now that we're moving, and automate that as well. So that might be kind of fun. Anyway, that will do a stack of the Fluix crystal. Sweet. All right, so now that we have those patterns all done, I believe all we have to do is run around back, put those into our bus. This one right here. And just go like whammy, whammy. Switch those around, whammy, and whammy. And that should be everything. That should be all set. So let's see if it works. Let's see if I overlooked anything. Let's see if we can see him drop in. Oh, I do feel like I might want to make that one shorter just so we don't see that. So let's try the 300 now. Start. There we go. It's working. Oh, that's awesome. And it's quick. It just dumped them all out. Holy crud. I have 300 entities probably sitting right in front of me right now. Nope. It's not showing that many. So what's going on? Did it get clogged up with something? All right, so it claims there's 320 there. Why does that not show up in the little E? I guess those aren't considered like normal entities. I'm pretty sure the E on the top of the screen, like it says Minecraft and C, then E. I thought that was entities. So I just don't know, but that's kind of cool if they don't show up as entities. But they're growing super fast, and we have that 5th growth accelerator, which most people don't have that 5th one. If we used Miscraft and dropped it in a Miscraft portal, I really don't find that as probably being good, but we could completely surround it, which would be cool. Now, we could also push it up one, knock out that growth accelerator so we can see the seeds, but I feel like that would take away from the whole crystal look. So I don't know. Oh, and they all finished. And because of my thing, so let's see, is the craft done? Uh-oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to have an exit for the extra utilities pipe to go back into the system. So how do we want to do that? We can do that if we were to, let's get another ME interface. All right, so ME interface, let's change it back to the square one. Let's put down some wire. So let's have this split off going down. And is that the right level? Yep, right to there. All right, transfer pipe. Wham, oh no, whammy, whammy. Emptying all out. Maybe we should put speed upgrades in too. All emptied. Craft is now finished. Sweet. Now, I don't have an on-off for this. We could put in one of those little buses to shut it on and off, but I really don't know if it's going to be necessary. Like, in all honesty, we probably can handle that amount of power. I don't think it sucks out that much. Like, it's more or less like an early game thing. Okay, so let's try this again. So let's do 20, 20, and 20. And we should see, yep, all the seeds going in there as they're crafting. Bam, bam, bam. Oh man, that's crazy. It just, it's so quick. It just pulls them out. So now we should be all done on crafting. Let's craft up 30. Start. Now these ones are super fast. So it dropped in the redstone, the charged Certus quartz. Oh, and we got to back up because the Botania thing does pick up that stuff. If we're too close. Yeah, look at that. All finished. I love it. So we're pretty much fully automated now, at least for AE. We just got to do the charge thing. So let me know if you want me to do that in the LP. We did that before. I was thinking of doing it with Steve's Factory. Maybe we could do another tutorial. But I think that'll probably go on this wall. Completely fill the wall so we can make the charged Certus quartz super fast. I think that's cool. But let me know which design you like better, whether you like it drop down. I think we're actually probably kind of stuck in that. Anyway, let's see how we're doing on time. Oh man, we got plenty of time left. We got plenty of time. I love when that happens. I love when we have more time. I think we're gonna, I went ahead and I ripped out the inscriber thing because it's definitely just not gonna work there. We have so many more things we gotta fit. Let's go ahead and do the whole chargers thing. I really think we can automate this. There's no need for a bigger tutorial because it's so simple. If we do it like this, like with the chargers, you have to connect the power on the top, like so, to get power from thing to thing. If you go like that, it doesn't connect. But that's really not an issue because they should be able to pass power downwards like that, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and set in. This is 5 wide and 4 tall, so that's 20 chargers. Ooh. Can you wrench chargers? Can you make them different directions? It doesn't really matter for us, but that's just interesting. Interesting factor. So we're going to do this with Steve's Factory. Man, for doing big things like this, Steve's Factory is really easy. Let's go ahead and throw cables on the back. I'm not sure how to do the whole camouflage thing yet, but that will be a thing. And we should be able to make all of these guys look like quartz. No problem once I learn how. But let me just show you how easy this is. Like literally it's going to be wham, bam, boom, done. Oh, and we also need to get over. Let's do a diamond chest that we can have touching it. Let's grab a... Let's grab an export bus. No, we want an import bus. So let's do an import bus right there. And then let's do an ME interface dish kind, a flat kind, going in like that. Cool. Have that wire to there and that wire to there. Perfect. So for this bus, we're just going to set it to charged Certus quartz because that's going to be what we want to get pulled out. The charged Certus quartz. But for the other one, I went ahead, I made a pattern. Is the pattern still in here? Okay, we're going to do a stack of this equals a stack of that. And we'll see how it works out. Bam. All right, so now when I do this here, put that pattern in, it should request when I go charged. And if I said craft 1, it's going to end up crafting 64. Start, it puts the normal quartz into there. Cool. So we just need to import into there, and we already got the importing into it, but we just got to get that put into these guys. So we're going to do a trigger, we're going to do an input and an output. Like that, and then we're also going to do create input and another output. And that's all we got to do. So, for the input, inventory, diamond chest, target, whatever, up, and items. Here we're going to do a whitelist of only quartz. Certus quartz, the non-charged kind. Cool. So that's the input. The output, inventories, if I select the diamond chest and then hit the I, it inverts it to all of them. Let's do up, activate, and do anything, because we already specified in the input. So that's cool. Let's get for this one now, it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be this invert. So from the chargers, once it's finished charging, we'll say down, I guess. Since we imported from the top, probably doesn't matter. And whitelist. How many things are called charged? There can't be that. Oh, 1,019 there. Okay. Whoa. Where's the charge? Okay, charge Certus quartz. Bam. And output, inventory, diamond chest. Doesn't matter. And doesn't matter. Cool. So that's going to, once the Certus quartz is finished, it's going to pull out. Let's connect those. Let's get a flow just so that it can split the two outs. See, wasn't that easy? Look at that. That was so simple. And think of all the wiring you'd have to do otherwise. That would take forever. We can do all the wiring right here. Bam! Look at that. Build up. And as soon as it charges, it pulls them out. So we should now see all those going back into there. And then this thing is slowly pulling them out. Now, if we put some acceleration cards in there, whammy, instant. Isn't that awesome? And, oh, why are you struggling, bro? I bet you that's not even there. I bet you, oh, it was there. What's your problem, bro? Finish charging. There we go. He was a lagger. Lagging along. Alright, awesome. So that's all we gotta do there. How simple was that? That was super duper simple. And then we can hide along the top. Oh, I need more of those facades, but we can hide this across the top like that, and it will hide away better. I think that's cool. I might do the wires across the bottom just because I don't like how you diagonally see these. But that's pretty neat. We got like everything all set up. I dig that. There's one last thing we got to do before we take off that I promised we were going to do at the beginning of the episode, or I kind of talked about in the beginning of the episode. And that is that we're having issues with our storage. Look at that. Since the episode started, it's already like we've done a bunch of stuff, used up a bunch of materials, and it's just filling up like crazy. And that's from that nether quarry. So let's go ahead. Let's grab a trash can. Whammy. Trash can. Whammy. And export bus. Whammy. Let's just get all the settings done. 2 capacity cards, the rest acceleration. Witch hands, ash blocks, overgrown, flesh, smoldering grass. Was that everything? I think that's everything that I really care about dumping at the present moment. And device missing channel. Give it a moment. Bam! Online. Perfect! Perfect, perfect. So we'll have to see how much this clears up our storage. Because that stuff, there's just so much of it. It's not going to go instant. It's going to take a little while. But it will get there. Hopefully, yeah, we can see that is actually going up because the dang query is faster than it's able to export. So we might try this in a different way. We may have to just defragment, but that will help a little bit. Anyway, thank you oh so much for watching, guys. I think now that's finally going to do it. Let's take off that helmet so we can't see all those nodes. Also, by the way, my voice does sound different in this episode. You're probably going to mention that. My computer went almost crashed on me. Almost went haywire when I got back from the weekend on Monday and I started it up. Wouldn't start up. Went to the BIOS screen. Couldn't even get into the BIOS screen. So I got really lucky. Took it all apart, put it back together, and somehow it worked. So thank God. But I lost all my settings. So this time I went and I tried out a bunch of different voice settings. Right, like I actually changed a couple things, and there was a couple things that I didn't know I had wrong, but I did, and was able to get it fixed. So hopefully, let me know if you like the quality of the sound, the audio in this episode and on that last tutorial episode, if you like it better than normal, than what I normally have. So that would be cool, and let me know, what other adjustments would you like as far as the audio? Do you think it's too loud? Is it too quiet? Is there too much background sound? I know there's background sound. That'll get fixed soon. My computer is literally less than a foot from my microphone, which is bad. That's why there's always so much background sound. But I'm getting some longer cables that'll be fixed, and I'm going to try and care more about the audio. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the tutorial. The link is in the description below of how to do those inscribers with Steve's Factory Manager. Did a lot of tech this episode. We got a few more things to wrap up with getting our processing done. And I want to get into the... Oh, I'm going to say it right this time. Oh, dang it. I forgot now without looking at the book. The cool... Miscraft. Oh, I almost called it Miscraft. Okay, I'm going to stop. Magic. Yeah. So, yes, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. And peace out.